I made this entire video with Claude Code. Every single animation, every scene, and guess what? I never even opened a video editor. All right, so take a look.
One free app erased $589 billion in a single day. January 27th, 2025. A small Chinese lab releases an AI model called DeepSeek. It's free, and it's nearly as good as the models that cost billions. The lab says training it cost about $6 million. Wall Street does the math and panics. Nvidia, the company selling the chips, loses $589 billion before dinner. The biggest one-day loss for any company ever.
Wow, that's crazy.
And the free app? Number one, above ChatGPT. The most expensive lesson in tech came from the cheapest model.
All right, so that style, the paper cutouts, the stat cards, you know, that slam in, the pop-up, that is the Vox look. And news channels, they pay motion designers thousands of dollars per minute for this type of stuff. Per minute, dude, that is unheard of. But here's the part that actually shouldn't work. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down so we can go through this together here. All right, so like I said, here's the part that shouldn't work because I don't know After Effects. So we're gonna pull up here. You can use Claude, and also I use Codex a little bit too in case my usage limits hit with Claude. So I'm gonna show you here on on Codex, excuse me. So, all right, so what you just watched, I made in one evening, right at my desk by typing plain English sentences. So by the end of the video, you'll have these exact steps, the prompts too, and they're shockingly simple. All right, so before we begin though, I'm gonna let this run. This is the editor right here, and Codex and or Claude actually runs this. So, but like I said, the secret's not the AI, so everyone gets that part wrong. And it's why their videos, or their AI videos, come out looking like soupy AI slop. No bueno, right? So the secret is the table. Let me show you. All right, so this table is the whole trick. Before I touched any tool, I wrote the script for that DeepSeek video in 9 sentences. Okay, so right here. Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3, Scene 4, Scene 5, Scene 6, Scene 7, Scene 8, Scene 9. So right there, those are the 9 sentences, okay? Then 1 row per each sentence. Each sentence gets 1 visual, like this, right? So here's that first sentence, boom. There's a second, there's a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and then ninth, right? So sentence 1 is a free app that erased $589 billion. So the visual is a big red stat card slamming down right here, boom, right here. See, there's that stat card. So how I like to think of it is like a comic strip, right? So 1 line, 1 picture. And the script is the timeline. So the whole build is in 5 steps. Script, table, you want to lock the look, talk to Claude or Codex in this example, and then sync the voice, render, and there's step 1 right here. So here's the catch that nobody tells you though, right? If you just skip that table and just type, make a cool video about DeepSeek, like I said, you get mush or that dreaded AI slop. Random styles, random timing, and the AI is a great builder and a terrible director. You are the director. It is the implementer or the builder. All right, so step two, is what actually makes it look expensive instead of cheap. And it's 3 decisions. So the background, the fonts, and the palette cutouts. So the Vox videos feel expensive for one boring reason. Everything matches. Same background in every scene, same fonts, 2 colors, plus the red when something bad happens. That's called locking a visual system, which just means pick once, never change it mid-video. So for the pictures, right, so I'm gonna go over here to the Claude setup as well. And we're gonna come over here to co-work. Actually, Claude Code works great, like I said, for this too. I don't typically use it here, but we're going to go and I'm going to show you how to set this up. So we're going to come down here to the settings, right here, and we're going to come down to the connectors right there. And these are the two, if you want to actually add some really cool animations, you go to Higgsfield right here, and you go to Magnific. So Magnific is basically, here, we're going to go to the website just so I can show you what Magnific looks like. So we're going to come over here, new tab, and we're going to hit, actually, I'm going to go into Chrome here, and I'm going to go to Magnific right here, and we're going to come and show you this. So Magnific, this is it. So if you want to pull realistic images so that you can actually add into this as well, you can do that. So all you have to do to set this up is come over here to MCP/API, and then you literally find the URL that they give you. So I think I have to sign in first. All right, so we're going to log in. All right, we're going to continue with Google. And I'm going to continue. Simple. All right, so now, super here. Okay, continue. I don't want this right now. I don't know why this does this to me. So let's just get out of this. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second here. I don't know why it's doing this. Log in. Okay. Yeah, so for some reason wants me to go through this whole stupid experience, but whatever. We'll just go right here, ChatGPT, Claude, okay. Skip, I'm going to skip all this crap, skip, skip, skip. Alright, so, sorry I have to go through that, maybe I signed up under a different email. Anyways, what we're going to do now, after all of that crap, we're just going to simply go to plugins, connections, right here, MCP, and okay, here we go. All you gotta do is right here. First step, open the settings, click add connector, search for Magnific, and then copy this URL right here. We're gonna come back at the Claude, and I already did this, so we're just gonna come here, and I'll remove it for you really quick, just to show you how to do it. So remove it, and then we're gonna go over to connectors, and we're going to add right here. We're going to add custom connector, and I will type in Magnific right here, and then we're going to simply type in that URL, and then we're just going to hit add. Simple that, and then you just want to connect. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. That's very simple. I'm sure you can get that part on your own. Now that I showed you the hard parts, which was actually not even that hard. Anyway, that's how you can actually get these Vox style videos looking really good like this. Actually, even a little better. All you have to do here is use that Magnific tool, and it will pull in real images. So if you want to do like something with Trump in the White House and you want like a cool video like that, for me, I actually like the SVG files that are better that can be created by Claude or Codex, because now nobody owns them. You don't have to pay the subscription fee to Magnific and Higgins and all that stuff, which the output comes out great, don't get me wrong, but I like to be resourceful and do things that, you know, provide more value for the money that I'm already paying. So I want to maximize that output. So I'm going to show you one more thing on Codex really quick, and all you have to do here is we're going to come to the plugins. So all you're going to do is search right here, search for plugins, and we're going to type in Remotion right here. Boom. So here's Remotion. That's how it's all set up right here. So here's the skills right there, and then you simply hit right in the chat. So create an animated chart with 5 bars. Or you can go into the Vox prompts and everything that I have. I'll put the link in the description if you guys want that. So I will do that, right? So comment Vox down below, and I will send you that free document that puts this exact prompt, the exact output, the complete file, and if you want to play around with it, you can. All right, so I'm going to come back here to the Remotion, right? So this is right here, the video editor inside your browser. So you can actually have Codex. You know, here's one that I did, create an animated chart with 5 bars. I want to see the browser video editor so I can record a YouTube video. So that's what it initially did. That was my testing at first, right here. This is what it came up with, and it was editing it in the browser just like this. Okay, so if you don't want it like this side by side, all you got to do is come over to here, and we have it right up in your browser. Same thing. Just for the purpose of this video, I wanted it to be in my Codex app, because sometimes apps are a little more simple. I do like to go in the terminal. All right, so it sounds scary though, right? Because but it's really not. So just set up the Remotion project like this. So I'll go over this right here. It uses the Remotion best practices skill to build the animated chart like that. So now it's set up your Remotion project. That takes a couple minutes. And if you have any issues, just type right in here into Codex or to Claude to fix whatever error that you're getting. Or if you have any errors, leave them down in the comments. If you can't figure it out, I will help you figure this out. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. But if you want this to be fully faceless with the with the voice and the sound and the music and all that stuff, you can just hook up ElevenLabs to it and then use that as a MCP server. So like I said, I like to go, let's see, we're going to go into, ElevenLabs. We're going to go to ElevenLabs right here. Okay, so ElevenLabs. So all you have to do is, if you're not familiar with ElevenLabs, you can literally just hit voices over here, and you can pick from any of these voices that you want. And then you can also, they have an MCP server as well if you want to connect it to Claude as well. So let's come over here and we'll go back to Claude. It's very similar setups in Codex versus Claude. If you want me to do a specific dedicated video on Claude and Codex, let me know. If I was a little scattered here, I'm sorry about that. It's just my usages didn't really line up, so I had to use both of them. And I like them to actually, battle against each other, because I like Claude a lot for a lot of things, but I also like Codex a little better for some certain things. So, like I said, we're going to come back here to settings. Same thing, and we're going to go back to connectors or plugins. I think, plugins, or no, it's connectors. And like I said, I usually go with the terminal, but let's see if they have ElevenLabs here. So I'm going to type in ElevenLabs. Yep, right here. Boom. So all you got to do here is just hit plus on the ElevenLabs, and then you install it. I'm not going to do this here because I have it in my terminal already, and I don't want them to clash. So that's it. You just literally just hit install, and it'll take you through them all. If you want help, like I said, leave me in the comments, and I'll do this live on a future video. So that's pretty much it right now. So what really made my jaw drop though is the build that it only took one evening to do here. So I actually have one question that I can't really let go of. So, and everything that you just watched, it used Claude or Codex, and it's a paid cloud AI. So, but this channel is all about AI that runs free on your own computer. So can a free local model do this same job? What do you guys think? Because I'm testing exactly that for either this Friday or maybe next Friday's video. So, or maybe even Tuesday, I'm not sure yet. Depends on the problems I run into, if any. So subscribe if you want to see how this ends. Actually, one more thing, who this is actually not for is if you need like 3D cinematic effects or characters walking all around. This isn't that. Hire a pro or find something else, or even use Higgsfield or something that's probably going to be better. But for explainers, stats, storyboards, adds, and anything Vox shaped, this flattens that wall between I have an idea and then I made the video. So there's 3 ways to run this. You could do it yourself, and every step and every prompt is in the description. Or if you want the shortcut, like I said, comment Vox, and I'll send the free prompt pack and the blank table. But if you build one, tell me the topic in the comments. What should I actually turn a Vox explainer style next? What type of video? I'll make the best suggestion into a real one on camera, and I'll do it a little more simplified than this. So catch you in next week's video.